Now let's break this down. What does it mean to be so good they can't ignore you? It means becoming exceptional, becoming a master of your craft, becoming indispensable. It's about rising above the noise, standing out in a crowded marketplace, and making yourself impossible to overlook. But here's the key. This doesn't happen by accident. It's not about luck or talent alone. It's about deliberate, consistent effort to improve yourself and your skills day in and day out. It's about commitment to excellence in everything you do. Let me tell you something profound. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. When you focus on becoming exceptional, success will naturally follow. It's like a magnet. Excellence attracts opportunities, recognition, and rewards. So how do we begin this journey to becoming so good they can't ignore you? It starts with a decision. A decision to commit to excellence, to refuse to settle for mediocrity. You see, most people are content with being average. They do just enough to get by, just enough to not get fired. But that's not you. You're here because you want more. You're here because you've decided to be exceptional. Now, once you've made this decision, the next step is to develop a voracious appetite for knowledge and continuous learning. In our rapidly changing world, what you know today might be obsolete tomorrow. So you've got to keep learning, keep growing, keep expanding your skills and knowledge. I want you to make a commitment right now. Commit to reading at least one book a month. Not just any books, but books that will expand your mind, challenge your thinking, and provide you with new insights and strategies for success in your field. Read biographies of successful people in your industry, study their journeys, learn from their mistakes, and adopt their winning habits. Read books on business, finance, psychology, leadership, anything that can give you an edge in your pursuit of excellence. But don't just read. Apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is like having a library card, but never checking out a book. It's useless. The key is to take what you learn and implement it in your life and work. And here's a powerful tip. Learn to learn from everyone. Everyone you meet knows something you don't. Be curious. Ask questions. Listen more than you speak. You'll be amazed at how much you can learn when you approach life with a learner's mindset. Now let's talk about the power of specialization. To be so good they can't ignore you, you need to become the best at something specific. It's not about being a jack of all trades, it's about being a master of one. Find your niche. What's that one thing you can do better than anyone else? What's that unique combination of skills and knowledge that sets you apart? Once you identify this, pour your energy into becoming the absolute best in that area. Remember, the market always rewards specialized knowledge. When you become the go-to expert in your field, people will seek you out. They'll pay premium prices for your expertise. They won't be able to ignore you because you'll be the best at what you do. But becoming the best isn't easy. It requires what I call the marathon mindset. You see, too many people approach their careers like a sprint. They want instant success, instant recognition, but true mastery, true excellence is a marathon. It requires patience, persistence, and a long-term perspective. You've got to be willing to put in the work day after day, year after year, even when you're not seeing immediate results. Because here's the truth, success is never owned, it's rented, and the rent is due every day. So commit to the daily grind, commit to putting in those hours of practice, those hours of study, those hours of hard work when no one's watching. Because it's what you do in private that will make you shine in public. Now, let's address a crucial aspect of becoming so good they can't ignore you, the importance of going above and beyond. You see, doing just what's expected of you isn't enough. To stand out, you've got to exceed expectations at every turn. If you're an employee, don't just do your job exceptionally well and then find ways to add extra value to your company. If you're an entrepreneur, don't just deliver what your clients pay for, surprise them with additional benefits they weren't expecting. This plus factor is what sets the exceptional apart from the average. It's what makes people sit up and take notice. It's what makes you indispensable. And here's the beautiful thing. When you consistently go above and beyond, you create a reputation for excellence. People start to expect greatness from you. They can't ignore you because your exceptional performance becomes the norm. But remember, this isn't about burning yourself out. It's about working smarter, not just harder. It's about finding ways to deliver more value more efficiently. It's about becoming so skilled, so knowledgeable, so effective that you can achieve extraordinary results without extraordinary effort. Now, let's talk about the power of personal branding. In today's digital age, being so good they can't ignore you isn't just about what you can do. It's also about how you present yourself to the world. Your personal brand is the impression you make, the reputation you build, the value you're known for delivering. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. And in the age of social media and instant communication, your personal brand can spread far and wide. So be intentional about building your brand. Share your knowledge generously. Showcase your expertise. Engage with others in your field. Be known not just for what you know, but for how you contribute to your industry and community. Remember, your brand isn't what you say it is, it's what others say it is. So focus on delivering exceptional value consistently and let your work speak for itself. Let your excellence be your marketing. But here's a word of caution. Don't fall into the trap of self-promotion without substance. In the long run, substance always wins over style. So focus first on being genuinely excellent at what you do. The recognition will follow. Now, let's address an important point. Being so good they can't ignore you doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or failures. In fact, if you're pushing yourself to excel, you're bound to stumble sometimes. The key is how you respond to these setbacks. See, every failure is a learning opportunity. Analyze what went wrong, extract the lesson, and use it to improve. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success. Every successful person you admire has failed numerous times on their journey to the top. So don't let fear of failure hold you back from striving for excellence. Embrace the challenges, learn from the setbacks, and keep pushing forward. Because it's through these trials that you'll develop the resilience and wisdom that will make you truly exceptional. Let's talk about the importance of consistency and becoming so good they can't ignore you. You see, it's not about being brilliant once in a while. It's about being consistently good, consistently reliable, consistently excellent. Consistency builds trust. When people know they can count on you to deliver excellence every single time, that's when you become indispensable. That's when they can't ignore you because they know no one else can match your reliable excellence. But consistency isn't easy. It requires discipline. It requires commitment. It requires showing up and giving your best even on days when you don't feel like it. It's about doing the right thing, the excellent thing, over and over again until it becomes second nature. Remember, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. So make excellence your habit. Make it your standard operating procedure. Let it become so ingrained in who you are that you couldn't be mediocre if you tried. Now let's discuss the role of passion in becoming so good they can't ignore you. You've probably heard the advice, follow your passion. And while passion is important, I want to suggest a different perspective. Don't just follow your passion, cultivate it. You see, passion isn't always something you're born with. Sometimes it's something you develop as you become more skilled, more knowledgeable, more invested in what you do. As you get better at something, as you start to see the impact of your work, that's when passion often ignites. So instead of waiting for passion to strike before you commit to excellence and watch your passion grow. Pour yourself into becoming the best at what you do, and you'll likely find that passion follows. And when you combine passion with excellence, that's when you become truly unstoppable. That's when your enthusiasm becomes contagious, when your dedication inspires others, when your love for what you do shines through in every aspect of your work. And that, my friends, is impossible to ignore. Let's talk about the importance of adaptability in becoming so good they can't ignore you. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, it's not enough to be excellent at what you do right now. You've got to be able to adapt, to evolve, to stay ahead of the curve. The most successful people, the ones who are truly indispensable, are those who can anticipate changes in their industry and adapt accordingly. They're always learning, always growing, always looking for ways to stay relevant and valuable. So don't rest on your laurels. Don't assume that what made you successful yesterday will keep you successful tomorrow. Stay curious, stay hungry, stay adaptable. Be willing to unlearn old ways of doing things and learn new skills when necessary. Remember, the only constant in life is change. Embrace it. Use it as an opportunity to reinvent yourself, to find new ways to add value, to become even better at what you do. Now, let's address the power of networking and becoming so good they can't ignore you. Some people think that if they're excellent at what they do, they don't need to network. But that's a mistake. Excellence is crucial, but it's not enough on its own. You also need to build relationships, to connect with others in your field, to make yourself known. But here's the key, networking isn't about collecting business cards or adding connections on LinkedIn. It's about building genuine relationships. It's about adding value to others, not just seeking value for yourself. Attend industry events, join professional associations, seek out mentors, be generous with your own time and knowledge. Remember, the most valuable relationships are often built on a foundation of mutual benefit. And don't just network with people in your own field. Some of the most valuable connections can come from completely different industries. They can provide fresh perspectives and unexpected opportunities. As you build these relationships, your excellence will have a platform to shine. Your network will become your advocates, your promoters, your champions. They'll be the ones telling others, you've got to work with this person. They're so good. You can't ignore them. Let's talk about the importance of resilience in becoming so good they can't ignore you. The journey to excellence is not always smooth. You'll face obstacles, setbacks, and challenges along the way. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when you wonder if it's all worth it. But here's the truth. It's during these challenging times that you have the opportunity to truly set yourself apart. Anyone can be excellent when things are easy. It's how you perform under pressure, how you bounce back from failure, how you persevere in the face of adversity that really shows what you're made of. Developmental toughness. Train yourself to see challenges as opportunities for growth. When you face a setback, don't ask, why me? Ask, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become even better? Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure. The most successful people in any field are those who have faced significant challenges and come out stronger on the other side. So embrace the difficulties. Use them to forge your excellence. Now let's discuss the power of focus in becoming so good they can't ignore you. In today's world of constant distractions, the ability to focus deeply on your craft is becoming increasingly rare and increasingly valuable. Develop the habit of deep work. Set aside time each day to work on your skills without distractions. Turn off your phone, close your email, and give your full attention to improving your craft. This focus practice is where real growth happens. Remember, it's not just about putting in the hours, it's about the quality of those hours. 1 hour of focused, deliberate practice is worth far more than several hours of distracted, half-hearted effort. And focus isn't just about your daily work, it's also about your overall direction. Don't spread yourself too thin trying to be good at everything. Choose your area of excellence and focus intensely on becoming the best in that area. As Bruce Lee said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Be that person in your field, the one who has honed their specific skills to such a high level that they simply can't be ignored. Let's talk about the importance of self-awareness in becoming so good they can't ignore you. To truly excel, you need to have a clear understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. You need to know what you're naturally good at, what skills you need to develop, and what tasks you might need to delegate or outsource. Regularly assess your skills and performance. Seek feedback from others, not just praise, but honest, constructive criticism. Be open to this feedback even when it's hard to hear. Use it as a roadmap for your continued growth and improvement. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect at everything. It's to be exceptional in your areas of strength, competent in your areas of weakness, and wise enough to know the difference. And self-awareness isn't just about your skills. It's also about your values, your goals, your purpose. Understanding what truly drives you, what you're willing to sacrifice for what success really means to you. These insights will guide you on your path to excellence. Now, let's address the role of creativity in becoming so good they can't ignore you. In many fields, technical skill alone isn't enough to set you apart. You also need to bring creativity, innovation, and original thinking to your work. Cultivate your creativity. Read widely. Expose yourself to new experiences. Look for connections between seemingly unrelated ideas. Practice thinking outside the box, questioning assumptions, and approaching problems from new angles. Remember, creativity isn't just for artists. Whatever your field, there's always room for innovative thinking, for new approaches, for creative solutions to old problems. This is often where true breakthroughs happen, and it's a surefire way to make yourself impossible to ignore. Let's talk about the power of discipline in becoming so good they can't ignore you. Discipline is what bridges the gap between your goals and your achievements. It's what turns your plans into reality, your potential into performance. Develop rock-solid habits that support your journey to excellence. Create a daily routine that prioritizes skill development, learning, and focused work. Stick to this routine even when you don't feel like it, even when it's inconvenient. Remember, discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And as your discipline grows, so does your capacity for excellence. You'll be able to push yourself further, to maintain your focus longer, to achieve more than you ever thought possible. And here's a powerful truth. Discipline equals freedom. When you have the discipline to consistently do what needs to be done, you create more opportunities, more choices, more freedom in your life and career. Now let's discuss the importance of patience in becoming so good they can't ignore you. In our instant gratification culture, patience is becoming a rare virtue, which makes it all the more valuable. Understand that true excellence takes time. It's not about overnight success or quick fixes. It's about consistent effort over the long haul. It's about being willing to put in the work day after day, year after year, even when you're not seeing immediate results. Remember the bamboo tree. For the first 5 years of its life, you see no visible growth above the ground. But during that time, it's developing an elaborate root system underground. And then in the 5th year, it suddenly shoots up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Your journey to excellence might feel like those first 5 years of the bamboo tree's life. You're putting in the work, developing your skills, building your knowledge, but you might not see dramatic results right away. But if you stay patient and persistent, your time will come. And when it does, your growth will be exponential. Let's talk about the power of authenticity and becoming so good they can't ignore you. In a world full of copycats and imitators, being genuinely, authentically yourself can be your greatest differentiator. Don't try to be a second-rate version of someone else. Be a first-rate version of yourself. Embrace your unique perspective, your unique experiences, your unique voice. Let these inform your work and set you apart. Remember, there's no one else in the world with your exact combination of skills, experiences, and insights. When you tap into this uniqueness and let it shine through in your work, you become irreplaceable. You become someone they simply can't ignore. And authenticity isn't just about standing out, it's also about building trust. People can sense when you're being genuine, and they're drawn to it. When you're authentic in your pursuit of excellence, you inspire others. You become not just respected, but trusted and admired. Now, let's address the importance of balance and becoming so good they can't ignore you. It might seem counterintuitive, but to sustain excellence over the long term, you need balance in your life. Yes, becoming exceptional requires hard work and dedication, but it doesn't mean sacrificing every other aspect of your life. Double well. Continue and finish the speech. In fact, maintaining balance can actually enhance your performance and fuel your journey to excellence. When you take care of your physical health, nurture your relationships, and make time for relaxation and recreation, you're recharging your batteries. You're giving your mind and body the resources they need to perform at their peak. Remember, you're in this for the long haul. Burning out won't serve you or your goals. So while you're committed to becoming so good they can't ignore you, also commit to taking care of yourself. Eat well. Exercise regularly, get enough sleep. Make time for the people and activities that bring you joy and fulfillment outside of your work. This balance will not only sustain you on your journey to excellence, but it will also make you more well-rounded, more relatable, and ultimately more successful. Because success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about the person you become in the process. Now, let's talk about the power of integrity in becoming so good they can't ignore you. In the pursuit of excellence, never compromise your values. Integrity, doing the right thing, even when no one is watching, should be the foundation of your success. In today's world, where trust is increasingly rare, being known for your integrity can set you apart just as much as your skills. When people know they can count on you to do what's right, to keep your word, to maintain high ethical standards, they'll seek you out. They'll recommend you to others. They won't be able to ignore you because you'll be that rare combination of highly skilled and highly trustworthy. Remember, your reputation is your most valuable asset. Guard it fiercely. Let integrity be your guide in all your dealings, both personal and professional. It might not always be the easiest path, but it's the one that will lead to lasting success and fulfillment. Let's discuss the importance of teaching and sharing your knowledge as you become so good they can't ignore you. It might seem counterintuitive. Why would you share your hard-earned expertise with potential competitors? But in reality, teaching others can elevate you even further. When you teach, you deepen your own understanding. You're forced to articulate your knowledge clearly, to examine your assumptions, to fill in any gaps in your expertise. Teaching can actually accelerate your own learning and growth. Moreover, being generous with your knowledge establishes you as a leader in your field. It builds goodwill and expands your network. It creates a community of people who respect your expertise and are invested in your success. Remember, true abundance comes from a mindset of plenty, not scarcity. There's enough success to go around. By lifting others up, you're not diminishing your own light, you're brightening the whole room. Now, let's talk about the role of humility in becoming so good they can't ignore you. This might seem at odds with the idea of standing out and being recognized for your excellence. But in truth, humility is a crucial component of lasting success. Humility keeps you open to learning. It allows you to acknowledge that no matter how good you are, there's always room for improvement. It enables you to accept feedback graciously and to learn from others, regardless of their status or position. Moreover, humility makes your excellence more palatable to others. No one likes a braggart or a know-it-all. When you combine exceptional skill with genuine humility, people are drawn to you. They want to work with you, to learn from you, to support your success. Remember, humility doesn't mean downplaying your abilities or achievements. It means recognizing that your talents are a gift to be used in service of something greater than yourself. It means understanding that no matter how good you are, you didn't get there alone. You stand on the shoulders of those who came before you and those who have supported you along the way. Let's address the importance of adaptability and becoming so good they can't ignore you. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt and evolve is crucial to sustained excellence. Stay alert to changes in your industry. Be willing to unlearn old ways of doing things and embrace new technologies, new methodologies, new ideas. Don't get so attached to your current skills or knowledge that you become obsolete. Remember, the most successful people are often those who can anticipate changes and position themselves ahead of the curve. They're not just reacting to change, they're driving it. Strive to be that kind of leader in your field. Now, let's talk about the power of persistence in becoming so good they can't ignore you. Excellence is not a one-time achievement. It's a continuous journey. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt along the way. The key is to persist through these challenges. Develop grit, that combination of passion and perseverance that enables you to stick with your goals over the long term. When you face a setback, don't see it as a failure. See it as a learning opportunity, a chance to grow stronger and more resilient. Remember, it's often in overcoming challenges that we achieve our greatest growth. The obstacles you face are not impediments to your journey, they are the journey. Embrace them, learn from them, use them to fuel your determination to become so good they can't ignore you. Let's discuss the importance of continuous improvement in your journey to excellence. The moment you think you've arrived, that you're as good as you need to be, is the moment you start to decline. There's always room for improvement, always more to learn, always ways to refine and enhance your skills. Adopt the mindset of Kaizen, continuous incremental improvement. Every day, look for small ways to get better at what you do. These small improvements, compounded over time, lead to dramatic results. Remember, excellence is not a destination, it's a direction. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing yourself. Keep striving to be better today than you were yesterday. That's how you stay at the top of your game. That's how you remain impossible to ignore. Now, let's talk about the role of passion in becoming so good they can't ignore you. Passion is the fuel that keeps you going when the journey gets tough. It's what makes the hard work feel worthwhile. It's what infuses your work with the kind of energy and enthusiasm that captivates others. But here's the thing about passion, it's not just something you find, it's something you develop. As you become more skilled, as you see the impact of your work, as you connect with others in your field, your passion grows. So don't wait to find your passion before committing to excellence. Commit to excellence and watch your passion ignite and grow. Let your growing mastery fuel your enthusiasm, and let your enthusiasm drive you to even greater mastery. Remember, when you combine passion with excellence, you become truly magnetic. People are drawn to those who love what they do and do it exceptionally well. They can't help but pay attention. They can't help but be inspired. Let's address the importance of taking calculated risks in becoming so good they can't ignore you. Playing it safe might keep you comfortable, but it won't make you stand out. To truly excel, you need to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, to take smart risks, to do things that others aren't willing or able to do. This doesn't mean being reckless. It means carefully assessing opportunities, weighing potential risks against potential rewards, and having the courage to act when the potential for growth and advancement presents itself. Remember, every great achievement in history started with someone willing to take a risk to do something different, to go where others feared to tread. Be that person in your field. Be the one who's willing to innovate, to challenge the status quo, to push the boundaries of what's possible. Now, let's talk about the power of collaboration in becoming so good they can't ignore you. While individual excellence is crucial, the ability to work effectively with others can take you to even greater heights. Seek out opportunities to collaborate with others in your field, especially those whose skills complement your own. Be open to different perspectives, different ways of doing things. Learn from those around you and be generous in sharing your own knowledge and skills. Remember, some of the greatest achievements in history have come from collaborative efforts. By working with others, you can create something greater than the sum of its parts. You can tackle bigger challenges, achieve more significant results, and make a more substantial impact than you could alone. Let's discuss the importance of self-care in your journey to excellence. It's easy to get so focused on your work, on your goals, that you neglect your own well-being. But remember, you are the instrument of your success. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're limiting your potential for excellence. Make time for regular exercise, for healthy eating, for adequate sleep. These aren't luxuries, they're necessities. They keep your mind sharp, your energy high, and your resilience strong. They enable you to perform at your peak and to sustain that performance over time. Also, don't neglect your mental and emotional health. Practice stress management techniques like meditation or deep breathing. Make time for activities that refresh and rejuvenate you. Maintain strong personal relationships. They provide support, balance, and perspective that are crucial for long-term success. Remember, self-care isn't selfish. It's an essential part of being so good they can't ignore you. When you're at your best, physically, mentally, and emotionally, that's when you can truly shine. Now, let's talk about the importance of celebrating your achievements along the way. The journey to excellence is long and challenging. If you're always focused on the next goal, the next level of achievement, without ever pausing to acknowledge how far you've come, you risk burnout and disillusionment. Take time to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Acknowledge your progress. Feel proud of your growth and your accomplishments. This isn't about becoming complacent. It's about fueling your motivation and reinforcing your commitment to excellence. Remember, success breeds success. When you acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, you build confidence and momentum. You reinforce the behaviors and attitudes that lead to excellence. You inspire yourself to reach even greater heights. Let's address the power of visualization and becoming so good they can't ignore you. The most successful people in any field have a clear, vivid vision of what they want to achieve. They can see their success in their mind's eye, and this vision guides their actions and decisions. Take time regularly to visualize your success. See yourself performing at the highest level. Imagine the impact of your work, the recognition you receive, the satisfaction you feel. Make this vision as detailed and as real as possible. Remember, your mind can't always distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you consistently visualize success, you're programming your subconscious mind for achievement. You're aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions with your goals. Now, let's talk about the importance of developing a personal brand and becoming so good they can't ignore you. Your personal brand is the unique combination of skills, experiences, and personality that you want to be known for. It's what sets you apart from others in your field. Think carefully about what you want to be known for. What are your unique strengths? What value do you bring that no one else can? How do you want people to think and feel when they hear your name? Once you've defined your personal brand, consistently embody it in everything you do. Let it guide your choices, your behavior, your work. Share your expertise generously. Be visible in your industry. Become known as the go-to person in your area of expertise. Remember, a strong personal brand makes you memorable. It makes you stand out. It makes you impossible to ignore. Let's discuss the role of feedback in becoming so good they can't ignore you. Feedback is a gift. It shows you your blind spots. It highlights areas for improvement. It confirms what you're doing well. But many people shy away from feedback, especially criticism, because it can be uncomfortable. Develop the courage to seek out honest feedback, even when it's hard to hear. Don't just ask for feedback from your superiors. Seek it from peers, from subordinates, from clients or customers. The more perspectives you can get, the more comprehensive your understanding of your performance will be. And when you receive feedback, don't get defensive. Listen with an open mind. Look for the truth in what's being said, even if you don't agree with all of it. Use it as a tool for growth and improvement. Remember, the most successful people are often those who are most open to feedback. They see it not as criticism, but as valuable data that can help them become even better at what they do. Now, let's talk about the importance of time management and becoming so good they can't ignore you. Time is your most precious resource. How you use it will largely determine your success. Learn to prioritize ruthlessly. Focus on the activities that will have the biggest impact on your goals. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your priorities. Develop systems and habits that maximize your productivity. Remember, it's not about being busy, it's about being effective. It's about making the most of every hour, every minute. When you master the art of time management, you'll be amazed at how much you can achieve and how quickly you can elevate your skills and your impact. Let's address the power of gratitude in your journey to excellence. It might seem unrelated, but cultivating an attitude of gratitude can significantly enhance your performance and your satisfaction. Take time each day to acknowledge what you're grateful for, the opportunities you have, the progress you've made, the people who support you. This practice keeps you positive and motivated. It helps you maintain perspective when faced with challenges. Moreover, gratitude makes you more appreciative of your journey. It helps you enjoy the process of becoming excellent, not just the end result. It makes you more pleasant to work with, which can open doors and create opportunities. Remember, gratitude and excellence go hand in hand. When you're grateful for where you are and what you have, you're more likely to put in the effort to make the most of it. You're more likely to see and seize opportunities for growth and advancement. Now, as we near the end of our discussion, let's talk about the ultimate purpose of becoming so good they can't ignore you. It's not just about personal success or recognition. It's about making a significant impact in your field, in your community, in the world. When you commit to excellence, when you push yourself to be the best you can be, you're not just serving yourself. You're raising the bar for everyone around you. You're creating value that benefits others. You're setting an example that inspires and motivates others to excel. Think about the ripple effect of your excellence. How many people could be positively impacted by your work? How could your industry be advanced by your contributions? How might the world be better because you chose to be exceptional? Remember, with great talent comes great responsibility. As you become so good they can't ignore you, you have the opportunity, and I would argue obligation, to use your skills and your influence for the greater good. In conclusion, my friends, becoming so good they can't ignore you is not an easy path. It requires dedication, hard work, continuous learning, and relentless self-improvement. It demands that you push past your comfort zone, that you persist in the face of challenges, that you maintain your integrity even when it's difficult. But the rewards of this journey are immeasurable, not just in terms of success or recognition, but in terms of personal growth, fulfillment, and the ability to make a real difference in the world. So I challenge you, no, I dare you to commit to excellence, to push yourself to be better every day, to cultivate your skills with such dedication that you become truly exceptional, to become so good at what you do that the world has no choice but to sit up and take notice. Remember, you have greatness within you. You have the power to shape your future, to achieve your dreams, to become the person you've always known you could be. And it all starts with a decision to be so good they can't ignore you. Go forth from here with this commitment. Apply these principles in your daily life. Be aware of your potential, your progress, your impact. Use your skills and your passion to create excellence in everything you do. And above all, have faith in yourself and in the process. Trust that as you consistently strive for excellence, as you persistently work to be the best at what you do, your world will reshape itself to reflect your efforts. Opportunities will arise, doors will open, success will follow. You have within you the power to be extraordinary. You are limited only by your willingness to work, to learn, to grow, to persist. Embrace this truth, live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms around you, as you become so good they can't ignore you. Thank you, and may your journey to excellence be filled with growth, fulfillment, and the joy of making a real difference in the world.